Happy Friday. Today I thought we would have a book and it's called What's It Like in Space? This has got lots of fun facts in it. What's it like in space? It's vast and empty, beautiful and lonely, very cold and very quiet. What can you see? Lots of stars and other objects too. Moons, planets, rocks. What can you hear? Nothing. Sound can't travel through space. I need a radio for others to hear me. What are stars? Big, burning balls of gas. The sun is our nearest star. Stars only look pointy because of the way they twinkle in the night sky. Is there anyone in space right now? Yes. There are usually 3 people in space, but sometimes more. How big is the moon? Much smaller than Earth. Earth is 4 times wider, and the sun is over 100 times wider than Earth. How far away is space? It's around 100 kilometers, which is 60 miles. Higher than planes can fly, and much higher than the clouds. What can you eat? Oh, do you remember our astronaut video that showed what they ate? So, it's dried and sealed in pouches first so it can last for a long time. So it's put into special packets, isn't it? Do you remember? Do you remember they can't have crumbs, can they, in the spaceship, otherwise it would get all clogged up in all of the buttons. How do you get there? How do you think you get to space? In a spaceship powered by rockets. People who go into space are called astronauts, and we know that, don't we? Where do rockets take off from? Big, flat, empty places. There's a picture of a rocket launch site. Who's been to space? Over 500 people, lots of insects, monkeys, frogs, mice and dogs. And other animals too. What's it like inside a spaceship? Uncomfortable. You have to lie on your back in a cramped space for hours. What's this clock for? Counting down to the moment the rocket takes off. Whoosh! Can I be an astronaut? Are you fit? Good with numbers? Patient and up for an adventure? If so, then work hard and maybe you can. What's happening here? People are carefully planning and watching a rocket launch. They're inside a space mission control room on Earth. Where can you go in space? Let's have a look. Where's Mars? Mars is millions of miles away. It takes 3 days to reach the moon, but it would take 6 months to reach Mars. That's half a year. How far can spaceships go? Very far. If there are no people on board, they're their air, water and food would run out. Voyager 1 is billions of miles away and still going. Wow. What's it like on the moon? Rocky, dusty, very quiet and very still. Why do I need a spacesuit? Because there's no air to breathe, so you need an oxygen tank and a helmet. You also need thick layers to protect you, and a radio is useful too. Where's this spaceship going? To a huge spacecraft called the International Space Station. What's this? It's a science lab and a workshop for astronauts. We've got some astronauts at the moment at the International Space Station. What am I doing? Spacewalking. Oh, do you remember on our astronaut video? We learnt all about spacewalking. It's more like floating really, because in space there's no force pulling things down to the ground. Do you remember what that's called? It's called gravity. So on Earth we have gravity, don't we, to pull us down so we don't float around. But in space there's no gravity, so you float around. Okay, what do astronauts do all day? What do you think they do all day? Let's have a look. What jobs do they do? They test how people, plants and things can cope in space. They look after the space station and report back to Earth. What's the view like? Amazing. You zoom around Earth every 90 minutes over oceans and clouds and twinkly cities. Where do they pee? Into a pee pipe. They take off the cap and turn on a fan that sucks the pee down the pipe. That's a bit different, isn't it? It's not like the toilets we use on Earth. Can they write home? Yes, but only by using computers. They can phone home and make video calls too. Where do they sleep? Oh, do you remember? How do they sleep? How do the astronauts sleep? They sleep standing up, don't they? Strapped to beds on the wall. There's no up or down in space, so they can sleep at any angle. How do they keep fit? On a running machine or an exercise bike. Astronauts must exercise for 2 or more hours each day. They have to keep fit and healthy, don't they, while they're up in space? It says, why don't they need spacesuits in here? Let's have a look. Look, there's a monkey. Because special machines recycle the air on board and make sure it's not too hot or cold. So inside the International Space Station they don't need to wear a spacesuit. They can wear any clothes. Okay. Could we actually live on Mars? Yes, probably. It would be very tricky, but not impossible. Does the sun shine on Mars? Yes, but the sky is a pinkish orange. There's nighttime on Mars too. Sometimes you can see Earth. When can people go there? Probably in 20 years from now. We're about to land. There's going to be a rover landing on Mars soon, towards the end of February. So I'll keep you posted about that, and maybe you could watch the landing. Where would we live? In special homes brought from Earth, or we might need to live under the ground. Ooh, that would be exciting. Would we need spacesuits? Do you think you'd need spacesuits if you lived on Mars? Yes, to protect our skin and to give us air to breathe. Because there's no oxygen on Mars like there is on Earth. Are there mountains on Mars? Do you think there's mountains? Yes. The biggest mountain is a massive volcano. It's almost 3 times taller than Earth's tallest mountain. Wow. Does grass grow on Mars? What do you think? There's grass on Mars? No, nothing grows there for now. The ground is rocky, red and dusty. Is there food on Mars? Think there's food? No. People would need to bring food with them and build special greenhouses to grow plants to eat. And our last page. What else is in space? More planets, stars and galaxies, swirling dust clouds, black holes and lots of empty space. Where are stars made? In a massive cloud of dust and gas called a nebula. It's also known as a star nursery. Look at that. Where does space end? We don't know. It might go on forever. How do we know what's in space? By zooming in closer with telescopes, visiting space and sending robots to find out more. Here's a robot on Mars. That's what I was talking about a minute ago. There's going to be a robot landing on Mars soon to find out more about Mars. Scientists are hoping that humans can go to Mars soon. Oh, what's this? Do you know what this is? It's a comet. It's a big speeding ball of ice and rock. Some comets leave bright trails of dust. We call them shooting stars, don't we? Are there people on other planets? Do you think there's people on other planets? No, not that we know of. There might be other living things, but we haven't found any yet. What's a black hole? A mysterious point in space that swallows up everything around it, even light. Wow, it's amazing. What's a galaxy? A huge collection of gas, dust and stars. There are billions of galaxies in space. Here are some of the different galaxy shapes. And where is Earth? Here. You see there's a picture of our solar system. It's one of 8 planets that move around the sun. And the sun is one of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. So our solar system is in the Milky Way galaxy. Amazing. Hope you enjoyed that book. Lots of fun facts in there, all about space. I love space. This is an Usborne book called What's It Like in Space? I like this one because of the flaps that you can lift up to find out more fun facts. Hope you enjoyed it.